It's indeed a great phenomenon for NASA's Mars rover to capture the first video ever recorded of wind gusts lifting, as this will make the exfoliating on Mars an incredible experience. So what's the status for NASA's Mars rover? How does this affect the further research? If you're wondering the same, welcome to Space Discoveries. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at a case study of the first video ever recorded of wind gusts lifting a massive Martian dust cloud captured. Curious? Let's get into it. Due to the planet's high wind levels, a significant amount of dust is kicked up, resulting in whirlwinds and grit clouds. The daily plans are frequently influenced by the weather when there is a chance of rain. NASA engineers are also studying the environment on Mars, which is millions of miles away from Earth. For this reason, on June 18, 2021, the navigation camera on the Perseverance rover captured a series of images showing dust being blown across the plains of Mars beyond the tracks. The 117th Sol, or Martian day of the mission, the dust cloud, which covered an area of about 1.5 square miles, was the first of its size to be photographed on Mars. The Curiosity rover of NASA captured some incredible footage of a nearby dust cloud that was so dense it darkened the sky. The Curiosity team tweeted a GIF of the action, stating that it was dark over there. This isn't their first dusty catch. The size and proximity cast is a long shadow. One of the rover's hazard avoidance cameras captured the video. Mars is famous for its dust devils, which can leave scratch-like marks on the planet's surface. Because it lacks the vorticity, twisting, and other characteristics of a dust devil, scientists believe it is a wind gust rather than a dust devil. Curiosity is a car-sized Mars rover on NASA's Mars Science Laboratory mission to explore Mars's Gale crater. Curiosity took off from Cape Canaveral on November 26, 2011 at 15:02 UTC and landed on Mars on August 6, 2012 at 5:17:57 UTC on Aeolis Palus inside Gale crater. Since 2012, Curiosity has been living on Mars. It often takes some time to photograph the surrounding landscape and search for dust devil activity. Dust can be a problem for NASA's robotic Mars explorers. The mission of the Opportunity rover was cut short due to a global dust storm, and the Ingenuity lander has been dealing with a thick dust coat. Curiosity, on the other hand, does not require solar power and can enjoy the scenery as the dust settles. The Perseverance rover appears to see the dust devils several times per day, whereas the Mars InSight lander is still waiting for a dust devil to pass by and clean off its solar panels. Perseverance appears to be located in a dust storm track that runs north to south across the planet. According to a new paper detailing the rover's first 216 days on Mars in Jezero crater has a high level of dust and wind activity. Jezero crater may be one of the most active sources of dust on the planet, said Perseverance's deputy principal investigator, Manuel de la Torres Juarez. He said that everything they learned about dust will be useful for future missions. According to the researchers, led by Claire Newman of Aeolis Research, 4 dust whirlwinds pass the rover on average every day. After noon local time, more than 1 dust devil per hour whizzes near the rover. Furthermore, strong wind gusts produced by daytime convection cells over the crater frequently lifted dust into the air over a broad area, resulting in a local dust cloud. One of these events was 10 times larger than the largest dust devil. Every time we land on Mars, we get a chance to learn more about the planet's weather, said Newman, who added that more dusty weather could be on the way. In January, we were hit by a regional dust storm, but we're still in the thick of dust season, so more dust storms are very likely. Since landing in Jezero crater in February 2021, Perseverance has not only detected hundreds of dust devils, but has also captured the first video of wind gusts lifting a massive Martian dust cloud. The rover includes the Mars Environmental Dynamics Analyzer sensor suites, MEDA, has wind sensors, light sensors that can detect whirlwinds as they scatter sunlight around the rover, and a sky-facing camera that can capture images of dust and clouds. The cameras on the rover are also used to monitor the weather and detect passing dust devils. These gust liftings, according to Newman, are infrequent, but could amount for a significant portion of the background dust that hovers in the Martian atmosphere all the time. The rover team does not have to worry about dust accumulating on solar panels and interfering with the mission because Perseverance is nuclear-powered. Although average wind speeds are lower, and peak wind speeds and whirlwind activity are comparable to Elysium Planitia, which is about 3,452 kilometers away, it appears that more dust is lifting into the air in Jezero crater. According to Newman, the high activity in Jezero could be attributed to the factors such as the roughness of its surface, which allows the wind to easily lift dust. That could explain why NASA's InSight lander is still waiting for a whirlwind to clear its dust-laden solar panels, although Perseverance has already measured nearby surface dust removal by several passing whirlwinds. The Perseverance is currently powered by nuclear energy, but if it were outfitted with solar panels instead, dust accumulation would be eliminated. While average wind speeds are lower in Jezero crater than in Elysium Planitia, peak wind speeds and whirlwind activity are comparable. In general, the dust in Jezero crater is increasing. Indeed, Jezero's dust-lifting efforts would have been far more intense than the team had anticipated. Sand washed up on the beach by whirlwinds, damaging both of MEDA's wind sensors. The crew believes the sand grains damaged the delicate wiring on the wind sensors protruding from the Perseverance's mast. Because they must remain exposed to the wind to provide accurate readings, these wind sensors are especially vulnerable to damage. The damage to one of the Curiosity rover's wind sensors was caused by sand grains carried by the wind and, most likely, carried in whirlwinds. In response to the Curiosity's damage, the Perseverance's crew added an extra layer of protection to the wires that control MEDA. Regardless, Jezero's weather was able to defeat them. The team is currently testing software changes that should allow the wind sensors to function normally, according to De La Torre Juarez. The rover's cameras also captured 3 instances of gust-lifting events, which occur when strong gusts of wind lift large clouds of dust. The most powerful of these produced a massive cloud that covered 2.4 square kilometers. Individual wind gusts, according to the study's findings, can cause as much or more dust as whirlwinds, which are far more common. The navigation camera on the NASA Perseverance Mars rover captured these images of dust devils swirling across Jezero crater in July 2021. On the mission's 148th Martian day, also known as a sol, they thought these gust liftings were infrequent, but they could be responsible for a large fraction of the background dust that hovers in the Martian atmosphere all the time, Newman explained. Although wind and dust are common on Mars, the findings of the researchers indicate that Jezero is distinct. This increased activity could be attributed to the crater's proximity to a dust storm track, as Newman refers to it. During the dust storm season, this track crosses the planet from north to south, frequently stirring up dust. Dust storms continue to be the single most important factor in the formation of atmospheric dust, despite the fact that wind gusts do play a role. Dust storms can range in scale from local storms that only last a few days to global storms that last months and cover the entire planet in a blanket of dust. Regional storms tend to be shorter in duration than global storms. On their own, the storms are not sufficient to maintain large quantities of dust in Mars's atmosphere in a permanently suspended state. Still watching? We knew you'd love our video. Well, we'd be even happier if you could just hit that like button. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Do you think that this capture has any significance to Earth and its inhabitants? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. And now that we know you love our videos, make sure to watch these as well. We'll see you in the next video.